Hampshire bowled brilliantly, and they'll be looking to do the same this morning.
I agree.
Hampshire bowled
Here's
brilliantly.
Holland again, then runs away from us, and Evans pushes that up to mid-on, fielded by captain. Here's Holland again, then runs away from us, and Evans pushes that up to mid-on, fielded by captain.
This morning, Holland picked all his wickets up from the castle. Just wonder whether he came on for a sort of an experiment. Holland picked all his wickets up from the castle. Whether they might. Now he came on for obviously with experiment from this wheel of weather from the whether they might try and get Holland on obviously with on from that castle. The problem is he's sort of midway through this over, but might try and get Holland on. But he did his damage from that castle, and the problem is he's sort of midway through this over. So he obviously has to bowl, but he did his damage from the castle.
Evans leaves that one alone. That's nipped back. Here he is again. Cries of ooh and ah. Bowls and Evans leaves that one alone. That's nipped back.
Very good start this morning from Holland. Laurie Evans was very positive yesterday, wasn't he? Very good start. Very positive. As I say, from Holland, starting this morning, same number of balls as Jamie Smith yesterday, wasn't he? Very Evans, 39 not out. Starting this morning, same number of balls as Jamie Smith.
Be doing an update for Sun listeners
39 not out.
Be doing an update for Sun listeners shortly. Turns again then and bowls to Evans. Evans again leaves that one alone outside the off stump. Look, ball looks as though it's coming back a little bit. We're not directly behind the line where the wide mid that one alone outside the off stump. Look, ball looks as though it's coming back a little bit. There was only 4 balls to complete last night's over. The line where the wide 4 dot ball, 79 for 5. Good first over.
And the interesting thing from our angle,
last night's over.
It was yesterday
4 dot ball,
as well.
79 for 5.
It all looked and the interesting thing from our angle, from this angle, not that Holland's slow, yesterday as well, but it all looks much going through quickly, and we saw that from this angle, not that Holland's slow. Swing, but it's really going through quickly, and we saw that yesterday. And with a bit of swing, but you do feel with these conditions again today, all sorts of things, why the ball swings, cloud cover. But you do feel with these conditions again today. Bit muggy yesterday, cloud cover. Yeah, did enough. You'd expect the ball to swing, but then Laurie Evans, when they looked to get the ball up to the bat, and it didn't swing. Was very quick. Then Laurie Evans driving the ball away through the covers. Most of his boundaries came off the front foot, driving through the covers. Very quick at Jim, I'll let you do this. Ball away through the covers. Most of his boundaries came off the front foot, driving through the covers.
Yes, which is
Jim, I'll let you do this.
We've got Scriven to open the bowling from the castle end, and that's a good ball as well to Jamie Smith. We've got in contrast to Laurie Evans to open the bowling from the castle end, and that's a good ball as well to Jamie Smith, who up until the start this morning. In contrast to Laurie Evans was 39 along. They both faced 48 balls, 3 not out up until the start this morning. Update. Evans was 39 not out, and Smith. Well, hoping for better weather today. We only had 24 overs yesterday. It's overcast, but it's warm. The sun's trying to. Well, hoping for better weather today. We only had 24 overs this morning. It's overcast, but it's warm. The sun's total of 79 for 5. Big shout, Scriven bowling to Jamie this morning. Sorry, haven't advanced their overnight total of 79 for 5. Big shout, Scriven bowling to Jamie Smith. BBC Sport website. BW not out, says the umpire. So the score remains on 79 for 5. Live commentary right now via the BBC Sport website and app.
Yes, and a big shout. I wonder if he's just got himself outside the line a touch there. It's very difficult to tell from up here. And a big shout. I wonder if he's Jamie Smith got himself outside the line a touch there. It's very exactly what his side needed from him yesterday. But Jamie Smith, Scriven, really got his head down yesterday. Comes in over the wicket to the right-handed Smith. First runs of the day. Scriven turned away by Smith, comes in over the wicket to the right-handed Smith. First runs of the day. In fact, going to go for turned away by Smith down towards the left of me. Gazebo to the left. In fact, going to go for first boundary. First runs of the day to the left boundary for Jamie Smith. Gazebo to the left. Do a bit of manual scoring here. First runs of the day. First boundary for Jamie Smith because we're sat next to it. Do a bit of manual scoring here as well. I did bring a mirror today. Can't see the scoreboard because we're sat next to it. That didn't work, unfortunately. I did bring a mirror clever idea, thinking that would sadly work. My shaving mirror is too small, unfortunately. I thought it was quite a clever idea. Is over the wicket to Jamie Smith. My shaving mirror is too small. Punches off the back foot straight out towards extra cover. Scriven is over the wicket to Jamie Smith. Short ball and Smith punches off the back foot straight out towards extra cover. BBC Solent, BBC London on the live stream as well. Good morning to you for just joining and listening. BBC Solent, BBC London on the live stream as well. May well be watching and listening to 83 for 5. Added 4 this morning. The weather's a bit better today. 83 for 5. Scriven Over the wicket he comes to Smith today. Forward, the right-hander Jamie Smith pushes this one over the wicket. He comes to Smith. From this distance, I can't tell whether young Mr. Scriven has got blonde hair back up the pitch, or he's done the old bleaching trick. I can't tell whether young Mr. Scriven has got blonde hair trick, or he's done the old bleaching trick. I'm not that interested. I'm just trying to add some colour. Bleaching trick. What Mr. Scriven does to his hair is Mr. Scriven's business. I'm just trying to add some colour. Over the wicket he comes once again. What Mr. Scriven does to his hair is Mr. Scriven's business. Straight out towards over the wicket he comes once again in there at extra cover. There is no run. End of the over. But I was saying, who does the fielding in there at extra cover. There is no run. End of the over. But I was saying the scoreboard, but it didn't really work out. I bought a mirror in this one.
If we wanted to see a square inch of the scoreboard, that mirror was perfect.
Well, did it?
If we wanted to see a square inch of the scoreboard, that mirror was perfect.
Gone and stood in the middle of the pitch.
But it was one of those little shaping
and you'd have had to use your binoculars to be able to see the mirror. So unfortunately, in the middle of the pitch, work out that. But it was a nice idea. Use your binoculars.
It was. See, I
see the mirror. So unfortunately, it didn't quite work out that, but it was a nice idea.
It was.
Yes,
see,
I went for a wander this morning to see the castle. Definitely, I could have picked up an antique mirror. Yes, I went for a wander this morning to see the castle.
So there is a live feed going on as well via the Hampshire Cricket website. And I guess that will be. So there is a live feed going on as well via the Hampshire Cricket website. The live action along with, I guess that will be relayed on the Surrey Cricket website. That way, if you want to see the live action along with our commentary, listen to us. It's then you can look at it that way. We've got a change of bowling. Maybe the Ian Holland over. You have an option. We've got a change of bowling. He's going to bowl from the end that he bowled yesterday. 1 for 29. Change the end. And here he comes. Brad Wheel is going to bowl from the end that he bowled yesterday. 1 for 29. The off stump. Wheel just took a couple of overs to get going yesterday, didn't he? It was one of the reasons why Surrey raced to 18 without loss. Wheel just took a couple of overs to get going yesterday, didn't he? It was one of the reasons why Surrey raced to 18 without loss. In South Africa, and self-isolating just sort of you just need a few overs when you haven't been bang, 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 all of a sudden 18 for no wicket, became 36 for 5. 4 of those to Ian Holland, 1, 2. Bang, 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 all of a sudden 18 for no wicket, became 36 for 5. 4 of those to Ian Holland, 1, 2.
Monday, Tuesday.
This man bowling now.
It'd be the same with Morning Walker.
He's 7 in the game, then runs away from us. Evans drives on the up, pushes it up to mid-off, doesn't really time it, then runs away.
As we were saying, what
Evans drives on the up,
pushes
it up to mid-off, doesn't really time it.
As we were saying, what you'd expect now is because Holland had those damaged deliveries left to Castle, so you'd expect probably Holland now to be bowling the next over all his damage from the Castle, so you'd expect probably Holland now to be bowling the next over from the Castle end.
True, beautiful stuff. Just get the ball in the right areas, bit of swing, make mistakes, although to be fair, as you've said, beautiful stuff. They really get the ball in the right areas. That's outside the off stump, and Lawrence make mistakes, although to be fair, as you said. They really were bowled out. That's outside the off stump, and Laurie Evans plays inside. Yes, he did.
In Australia.
Yeah. Cricket competition. Alan Border. Yes, he did.
In Australia.
It was Alan Border mainly. Yes, it was a cricket Alan Border star, wasn't it?
That's it. Yeah, Adam Collins tweeted about it last
night. It was a cricket superstar or something like that.
That man that won the competition. Adam Collins tweeted about it last night.
Yeah,
picked up 4 for.
So that's why he's sort of into the game fairly late, really. His wheel to Evans. Evans drives. That's gone a little bit quicker this time. That's why he's sort of into the game fairly late, really. His wheel to Evans. Evans drives. That's gone a little bit quicker this time to Holland at middle. He does, doesn't he? I think that's Holland at middle.
Yesterday, one thing about Laurie Evans off the front foot. Big innings this for Laurie Evans in the fact that yesterday, I think he's everything off the front for Sussex. Big innings this for Laurie Evans in the fact that opportunity here. Surrey know all about it. He started his career. He came through the Surrey Academy. But runs here. Surrey know all about it. He started his career. He came through the Surrey Academy.
39 at the moment. There's Wheel bowls. That's outside the off stump again. It's interesting, isn't it? Because we were at home Wheel bowls. First Bob Willis Trophy game of the season. It's interesting, isn't it? Because we were at home and he was first Bob Willis Trophy game of the season. Luke Wells was another, and one or two players weren't picked, and of sort of chatter going on around the place about Luke Wells was one or two players, and there was a little bit of sort of chatter going on around the place about why one or two players hadn't been selected, and he was asked. And Jason Gillespie, the head coach, actually was really good because it was mainly by listeners who had tweeted in and by Adrian Harms, who's emailed in some questions, and mainly by outside the off stump listeners, a bit wider this time. That ends the over emailed in some questions. And he's really good chasing this, but he's a little bit wider this time. That ends the over 83. And he's really good chasing this, isn't he? I know, you know what, he said we finished 6th last year. And he'll just answer it the same sort of. And he said, you know what, he said we finished 6th last year. Or do we try and go in a slightly different direction? The same sort of players again this year. And I thought, you know what, do we try and go in a slightly different direction?
If you're going to do it, now's the time in this competition.
And Evans was one of those. Although, to be fair with Evans, I mean, he's obviously not doing a lot wrong because he was on the England Lions tour during winter. And Evans was one of those. Although, to be fair with Evans, I mean, he's obviously not doing a lot wrong because he was on the England Lions tour during the winter.
He hasn't scored enough runs. Yes, I think probably if you looked at his first class record. And as I say, what an opportunity. He hasn't scored enough runs for him.
Averages 29 first class.
And as I say, what an opportunity in Holland it is. So he has switched ends now.
Averages 29 first class.
He'll come in from the castle end now. In Holland it is. Jamie Smith. So he has switched ends now. Makes sense. Delivery again. He'll come in from the castle end now over the wicket to Jamie Smith. And Smith is moving away to his right. Delivery again. From Holland, what an opportunity this is, and it looked very good to his right hand side. Shaped up very well in the first innings. What an opportunity this is, and it looked very good yesterday. Shaped up very well in the first innings. Armour was going to bowl him a ball at any point. I think he decided in the second hit his gloves the second ball. He just charged down the wicket. Armour was going to bowl him a ball at any point. Stump, spit and bounce and hit his gloves the second ball. He just charged down the wicket at a tough time and was stumped. Jamie Smith very solid at the other end yesterday. 83 for 5, sorry. For 4 runs this morning. Holland is into Smith. Beats him again. 83 for 5, sorry. I think he's swinging it again. This morning as Holland is into Smith. Forward there was Jamie Smith. Good delivery.
I loved his answer last night when he got. I said to him, I sort of asked him very quickly about his forward dismissal. I loved his answer last night when he got. I said to him, I sort of asked him about that one about his forward dismissal. And it was an instant. You got Jason Roy out, LBW not playing the shot. He said, I was trying to bowl the outswing of that one. And it was an instant.
Under the tree. See, Alex Stewart's got his own bench today. Sat down there at the castle end. Under the tree. Over the wicket. Once again, Alex Stewart's got his own bench today. Sat down there at the castle end. Back up the pitch. Over the run. Once again, it's Holland.
The problem social distancing where he is.
Pushes this one. He's down there on his own. There's no run. Sort of behind the bowlers.
The problem social distancing where he is.
This morning, and I did find the castle on his own.
Perched up on the hill.
Yes, because we can't see it from here. We can just see the flag on the flagpole beyond the tree.
Perched up on the hill.
Yes, because we can't see it from here. We can just see the flag on the flagpole beyond the trees. 40 minutes back. So I wandered into Arundel this morning, had a cup of coffee. It is lovely. 10-minute walk down there. It's about Holland over the wicket. He comes again uphill. He's forward to a good length ball, pushing this one down there. Holland over the wicket. He comes again. Smith again. There's no run. Nice to see Robbie this morning as well. Mr. Robbie James with us today. Great to see Robbie. And again, there's no run. Nice to see Robbie
in this area.
Mr. Robbie James with us today. Great to see Robbie.
Or has been doing lots of stuff for Express FM, which is mainly in the Portsmouth just about. He does, or has been doing lots of stuff for Express FM, which is mainly in the Portsmouth area.
Good cricketer in his own right, Robbie.
Formerly of the Hampshire Academy.
Proper cricketer, James. Good cricketer in his own right, Robbie. Over the wicket,
formerly of the Hampshire Academy.
Comes Holland. This one's left alone outside his off stump. Over the wicket once again. Comes Holland, this one's left alone. We didn't have an opportunity yesterday, but at some point today we will discuss the runs you've scored at Arundel. That one away to
well, it won't take long.
We didn't have an opportunity because I think at some point today we will go through it, which you have at Arundel.
Well, it won't take long. In anticipation of being asked, can I say?
Go through it, which you have. It's not bad. Is it?
In anticipation of being asked, can I say?
Your average here is not bad. Is it?
I'm surprised.
But as you said yesterday, they're normally quite flat.
There is Holland once again. Comes over the wicket to Smith.
Smith is forward, pushing this one
Holland once again.
Up the pitch.
Comes over the wicket.
There is no runs.
Smith.
Solid start from Surrey. Pushing this start from Hampshire.
Back up the pitch and again.
Surrey. There is no run. Solid start from Surrey. Tight start from Hampshire. Fingers crossed we're going to be okay with the weather today. It's got a little bit gloomy since we started, but fingers crossed we're going to be okay with the weather today. We had some rain, a little bit gloomy since we started yesterday. Light was an issue yesterday as well. I know we had some rain, but light was an issue yesterday.
It's the only problem you could even begin to think of with a ground like this. This ground as lovely as this is. It's the only problem. Of course, they had problems begin to think of with a ground like this. This ground as lovely as this. If you're watching the live feed, there is a camera. They had problems fairly square, which is just to the right as we look, and it's quite interesting. If you're watching the live feed, there is a camera sort of fairly square, panning out to the right as we look, and it's quite interesting when it goes coarse and grey. sort of panning out there. The outfield looks very, believe me, it doesn't look quite as white as that as it does on the picture. And white. Here's Brad Wheel, and slightly short. It's inside edge, quite as white as that as it does on the picture. Goes out on the offside. Here's Brad Wheel, and slightly short. He gets an inside edge. Does Laurie Evans into his pads? It goes out on the offside.
Two friends are there again. The ball retrieval gentleman. I think it's Laurie Evans clever bit of thinking. Drives one because he goes straight over the boundary and down the saying yesterday. Wait for Laurie Evans through the ground stuff with their gloves on. He goes straight over the boundary and down the slope to go and retrieve members of the ground staff with their gloves on. Otherwise, sat in chairs ready till next week to go and retrieve the ball.
Wheel runs away from us again. Otherwise, bowling to Laurie Evans, who drives through the covers. Wheel runs away from after that one. That's 4 runs to beautifully timed shot. Drives through the covers. Don't run after that one. That's 4 runs. Beautifully timed shot, slightly over pitch there from Brad Wheel.
Driving as well, isn't it? He's not just leaning on Laurie Evans. Everything's in the right place. It's aggressive driving as well, isn't it? He's not just leaning on the boundary. He's 43 now. Absolutely everything.
Some power behind that. 7 for 5. A little bit of width as well there from Brad Wheel. Yes, going back to those balls, a little bit of width as well. If you don't know this ground, where we are is on a bank. Yes, going back to those balls, quite a steep slope into the actual. If you don't know this ground, where we are is on a bank, slightly elevated and quite a steep slope. As you go to the far end of the ground, especially the corner, is beautiful. So we've got a slightly to the left of the play. But as you go to the far end, it does go away, especially the corner, it dips away quite badly. So yes, any ball that's hit with any pace over the road, it does go away. It's going to fall down a bank. It dips away quite badly. So yes, any ball that's hit with any pace over the road is going to fall down a bank. Even though I've played it quite a few times into some trees, I wouldn't even know what's there. I've never been over that side. Quite a big one.
It goes all the way down and then comes up again.
I wouldn't even know what's there, but there's definitely a slope. Quite a big one.
It goes all the way down and then comes up again. That's why those gap in the trees where everybody goes to have a look at the South Downs. But yeah, that's why those Laurie Evans, 2 members of the ground staff, were sat real wide-ish mid-off, wasn't it? So that one.
I must admit, my impression of Laurie Evans over the years is that he is a fabulous front-foot player. I think when my impression of Laurie Evans over the years is that he is a fabulous front-foot player. I think when you've got somebody that's probably more of a white ball player than bowling a bit short. Red ball. That's side the off stump, and that's left alone. I think that's probably that red ball average of 29. For a 32-year-old who's been around for a while is that red ball average of 29. You'd want that 30 for a 32-year-old who's been around for a while is
2013.
You'd want that 30 plus, wouldn't you?
His big breakthrough year at 2013. He went on the England Lions year at Warwickshire to Australia during the winter. He was in the bubble on the England Lions one day to Australia during the winter, and he was in the bubble at the start with the one day. He's one of those that makes you sit up and watch.
Oh gosh, he can play. There's no doubt about it. Wheel bowls. There's a drive. It's in the air through the vacant gully area, and that is going down towards that area where it. Wheel bowls. There's a drive. It's in the air through the vacant gully area, and that is going down towards that area where it will fall away down the slope. The ball spotted with the red shirt on. He's got that very quickly indeed. Actually, 4 runs, slightly streaky shot. I think a gully fielder would have probably snaffled that up. 4 runs, but there is a slightly streaky shot. I think a gully fielder would have probably snaffled that up
during the winter. Now,
but there isn't one. There's no third man either.
I'm quite happy to be the ball retriever. I'm looking for work during the winter. Now, if there are overseas match tours, I'm quite happy to be the ball retriever. Go and get the ball when it goes over the boundary. I'll sit there.
Be a bit colder than it is today.
Happy to do that. Any gloves overseas, I'd be all right. Go and get the ball.
Overseas is
for the winter.
Be a bit colder than it is today.
Happy to do that. Overseas, I'd be all right.
Overseas,
that's what I'm saying. For the winter.
You were talking about that bubble. Yeah. He did play in some of the warm-up games, didn't he, at the Aegeus? We were talking about that game. Always a bit of extra bounce there outside the off-stump. He's getting it straight a little bit there, Wheel. Laurie always a bit of extra bounce there outside the off-stump. He's getting it straight a little bit there, Wheel. Played for Team Mowing against Team Morgan, probably just a one-day game, about 39. Played for Team Mowing against Team Morgan, got 24 there. In a one-day game, Lions against Ireland in a warm-up game. Got James Vince against Team Mowing, got 24 there. Played for the England Lions against Ireland in that warm-up game, got 18.
Team named after. I like the He's played for James Vince.
Yeah, it must be important.
Yeah, don't know where I am. Quite good a team named after you, isn't it?
Yes. Wheel again. Evans drives thick outside edge along the ground, just backward a point here. That's going for 4 more. Just to the drives thick outside edge along the ground, just backward a point here. That's going for 4 more. Went to. The ball spotter didn't need to get up for that as we look of the area where the boundary before went to. An expensive over. Didn't need to get up for that. Surrey. He stayed in his chair, though I can't see that was quite an expensive over. Good over there for Surrey.
You would be correct, sir. And Laurie Evans is 50.
Though I can't see the board, I would say it's 95 for 5.
That 95 you would be correct, sir. And Laurie Evans is 50 as well with that boundary. Which out of that 95 for 5 is a very good effort. He's moved on to 51. No, very, very good innings from Laurie Evans. In that first 50 back 10 boundaries as well. Since that low move, very, very good innings from Laurie Evans in his first 50 back. 50 for Surrey since 2010. Low move for the last game, so to go to Warwickshire. 50 for Surrey since 2010.
So those 51 runs will come off 64 balls at 10-4. Strike rate of 79. So those 51 runs will come off 64 balls. Jason Roy was 80. Strike rate of 79 runs per 100 balls. I just love the wide view. I mean, it looks like we've had a Jason Roy was 80, but he didn't last long. Well, on the wide view, I just love the wide view. I mean, it looks like we've had a hailstone shower.
It's up a tree, isn't it?
Well, on the wide view,
strapped up the tree with a camera. Well, it's a camera that's up a tree, isn't it? Castle End to Jamie Smith down the leg side, and here's Holland from the Castle End to Jamie Smith down the leg side. Glove to it, diving wedge. No, nothing on it. Buys. I think it probably the signal did. McManus got a glove to it, diving wedge. No, comes on strike for the first time here to Holland from the Castle End. Face those first Evans comes on to strike for the first time here from the Holland from the Castle End. You see the players there under there from Holland gazebo from the Park End, which is right. There's a massive marquee. The players there under there for the players gazebo away to our right. Then there's a massive marquee for lunch. Hampshire physio. The players tents as well away to our right. Holland is over the wicket to Laurie Evans, and Evans turns this one into the leg side. Holland is over the wicket to Laurie Evans, and Evans turns this one into the leg side. Jamie Smith is on 7. There will be no run. So Laurie Evans 51. 6 now for 5. And these two came together. 90. The score on now for 5. So they've added 60 valuable runs. The score on 36. The majority yesterday, of course. Valuable runs. Right-handed Evans stands with that bat raised. As Holland's in yesterday, of course. Laurie Evans just lets right-handed Evans stands with that bat raised. The other thing with these runs from Laurie Evans is they've come at a very tough time. Just lets it go outside his off stump. The other thing with these runs from Laurie Evans is they've come at a very tough 5. So then hit 51 coming in at a partnership of 6, 36 for 5. Shows how he's dominated it. Jamie Smith's played very sensibly for 60 at the other end. Shows how he's dominated it. Jamie Smith's played very sensibly up there, directing traffic at the other end. Did a very good podcast during lockdown. Northeast up there, directing traffic at middle first, and then did a very good podcast during lockdown. Sam Northeast with Will Independent as forward. Young Vish from who's Laurie Evans and pushes this one out into Independent as forward. He's very good. Goes Mr. Northeast.
Yes.
Broadcasting into the offside.
He's very good, actually. Yeah, he's keen to do sort of one with us, actually.
Mr. Northeast.
Yes, try and sort out. It's difficult, isn't it? He's very good, actually. He's keen to do sort of one with us, actually. These zones that are marked out on grounds. It's difficult, isn't it? We can't get near the players. We get near anybody.
It's very tough.
These zones that are marked out on grounds. I mean, it's very difficult to get near anybody.
Over the wicket comes Holland to him. And Evans off the back foot. Punches straight out to Felix Organ in there at extra cover. Holland queued up, and Evans behind Mr. Organ. Punches straight out to Felix Organ in there at extra cover. I queued up behind Mr. Organ. Very young, doesn't he?
Yes.
I knew he was young, but he looks young as well out there at extra cover.
He's only 21,
doesn't he? I know.
Yes.
I knew he was young, but he looks young as well out there at extra cover.
He's only 21.
Yeah, I know. This morning, he looked very young. I was bang on again. Queued up for his temperature check. Old temperature this morning.
What's bang on?
As in over the wicket once again. Is Holland turned leg side by Laurie Evans. I think it was 36. As in over the wicket once again. Is Holland turned leg side by Laurie Evans. I think it was 36. What it was yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
This morning. So very consistent. Maiden over. What it was yesterday from Holland. Just a buy in. Very consistent. Surrey 90. Maiden over 6 for 5. There from Holland, just a buy in it. I bought my own thermometer as well. 90. Evan James.
That's a bit over the top.
Yeah, I did.
It's over the top.
Yes. I bought my own thermometer as well. Evan James. Haven't used it.
Over the top.
I bought one just in case. Bought my own thermometer.
30 overs completed of the Surrey innings. Laurie Evans then with 51 not out, top scorer. 30 overs completed of the Surrey innings. Laurie Evans then with 51 not out, top scorer so far. Stoner and yesterday 3 boundaries in the first over off this man bowling now. Brad Wheel, he got away to a flyer, turned away on the leg side, runs here behind square. This man bowling now, Brad Wheel, comes in and bowls, and that's turned away on the leg side, runs here behind square. They turn for 2. And I noticed that Alex Stewart is now Jamie Smith, Ian Holland coming off the fine leg boundary. Was that all the Surrey contingent there at the bottom end of the ground?
I think so, yeah.
A few others. Was that all the Surrey contingent there at the bottom end of the ground? If he wanted a quiet morning, he hasn't got one at the moment.
He was trying to sit on his own.
98 for 5 now. So if he wanted a quiet morning, he hasn't got one at the moment to today then. 98 for 5 afternoon after we lost the morning session. It was quite a start today. Then Smith gets started to play yesterday afternoon after we lost the morning session. Ball back way up to mid-off. Smith gets well forward too.
Yeah, there's plenty of places to go and hide here.
Ball backs its way up to mid-off.
I think he was trying to get himself behind the bowler's arm, obviously, but a few of the Surrey players have got on a sort of circuit. I think he was trying to get himself behind the bowler's arm, obviously, but a few of the Surrey players have got on a sort of circuit of the ground. I think from this distance, that might be Borthwick, Patel and Roy.
It's a big dog walker area, actually, isn't it? I've noticed. Another length ball, which Smith punches up to mid-off. Lots of people obviously love walking the dog length ball, which Smith. Not actually on the ground, because there's lots of people obviously love walking the dog around Castle. Not actually on the ground, because there's lots of the feeling it's a bit of a meeting in the out people with Arundel Castle and the surrounds, but
and walking through Arundel,
the feeling it's a bit of a meeting up point for people with a dog.
Yes, the sun came out at one point, and walking through Arundel this morning, lots of people around reading the papers. The sun came out at one point. Castle is magnificent. An awful lot of people having a cup of tea and reading the papers this morning in Arundel. Castle is magnificent.
It's lovely from the main road, isn't it?
Top of the hill, drive past the cathedral.
Outside the off stump, Smith leaves that one. Lovely from the main road, isn't it? As you drive past. Outside the off stump, Smith leaves that one alone.
Into the centre of because I didn't realise how it is literally a 10-15 minute walk.
Yeah, I didn't realise, and it's beautiful as well, isn't it?
Town, absolutely. It is literally a 10-15 minute walk. I'd love to live here.
And it's beautiful as well.
Absolutely, this morning I've got my sort of I'd love to Norfolk hat. I bought my just this morning I've grounded sort of in the vein of Norfolk hat today. In my head that I own to walk grounded.
Wheel again then to Jamie Smith outside the off stump. Well taken by Lewis McManus, just moving to his left. Wheel again then to Jamie Smith outside the off stump. Well taken by Lewis McManus. I could see moving to his left as the ball. I could see you in one of those sort of open straightens, old. I could see you sort of cars. I could see you in one of your racing goggles on. And the scarf, like the stiff sort of cars, and goes out with your racing goggles on, driving around the ground. And the scarf, like the stiff, and goes out horizontally, either way, driving around the ground to everybody going,
around the estate. Morning all.
I could see that. Morning old boy, sort of waving to everybody going, oh, what?
Morning all.
Morning old boy. Thinks about a single, but it goes out into the covers. There isn't one there. That is the end of the over. 98 for 5 then. Surrey covers. There isn't one there. That is the end of the over. 5. And we have our first 5 then. Surrey.
We do indeed.
Having resumed this morning on 79 for 5. And we have our first hygiene break.
We do indeed. Conditions. Yeah, Jamie Smith played very well here again. In those that know, like this lad, like the look of this lad, very good young player. Those that know, like this lad, a chat with Lady Bill all the way to our right. Yeah, Mornay Moorcourt flew back in, I think Monday, Tuesday all the way to our right. So yeah, Mornay Moorcourt done a bit of bowling before this game. Back in, I think Monday, Tuesday this week. In a competitive environment. He's done a bit of bowling before this game. His last game of last season. In a competitive environment, he's had a bowl. Would have been Surrey's last game of last season. Mrs. Smith and Evans having she's had a bowl, a drink out there. The Hampshire players in a huddle. Smith and Evans having a drink out there. And sanitisation taking place in a huddle. But yes, Jamie Smith. I'd be interested to see what sanitisation taking place. But yes, Jamie Smith.
Saw him last year in the 50 over game. I thought then he looked a really good player.
Although he is a very, very good player.
I saw him last year in the 50 over game. I thought then he looked a really good player.
He is. I remember with Ollie Pope, sort of You don't want to get to say this now, but straight away with Ollie Pope. I remember with Ollie Pope, sort of thought, cool, blimey, it's easy to say this now, but straight away with Ollie Pope. We were talking about the fact that, of course, he made his first 100 for Surrey at the Aegeus Bowl. We weren't funny enough. We were talking about the fact that game where it rained, his first 100 for Surrey at the Aegeus Bowl against Hampshire. Do you remember that? Both game where it rained, final day in a rain curtailed game. Ben Folkes. And both Smith made 100 another one final day in a rain curtailed game. Yeah. And the other thing is, he's sort of another one that you just sit there and you think,
good player.
Yeah.
Might struggle to get in front of Ben Folkes. He hopes that Folkes gets in the England side.
You've got to hope that Ben Folkes at some point.
Might struggle to get in front of Ben Folkes. He hopes that Folkes gets in the England side.
Hasn't played a game yet. At some point, it's going to be Holland. Paul, I had to continue after our first sanitisation break. It's going to be Holland. Castle coming in to continue Laurie Evans. First sanitisation driving. Oh, now was that bottom of bat on turf? Coming in, yes, that's what they went up for. The noise driving. Oh, now was that bottom of bat on turf? Yes, that's what they went up for. The noise rather than the outside. Driving again was Laurie Evans, but big old shout from the bottom of his bat, hitting their lungs rather than the outside edge. Time properly today. A big old shout from the slip cord remains clearing their lungs. 51 and Surrey first time properly today for 5. But Evans.
Again, it's Ian Holland that looks most likely to take a wicket, isn't it?
Surrey remain 98 for 5.
Again, it's Ian Holland that looks most likely to take a wicket, isn't it?
Whippy action. Over the wicket he comes, and in behind the shorter length delivery goes Laurie Evans, pushes this one out to over the wicket he comes, and in behind the shorter length delivery goes Laurie Evans, pushes this one out to Felix Organ. There at extra cover, and there's no run. Conditions really well. Yeah, Holland get to swing yesterday. Getting a bit of condition this morning. Really well. Yeah, the stewards down there. I think it's all the Sussex stewards, isn't it? I recognise all the stewards from when we. All the stewards down there. I think it's all the Sussex stewards, isn't it? I recognise all the stewards from when we the job. Come here, the wicket comes Holland again. Cut for 4 by Laurie Evans. Down to do the job. Little short, little wham-bomb, many of those. Again, cut for 4 by Laurie Evans. Cuts it away for 4. And short, little wham-bomb, many of those. 102 for 5. And Laurie Evans cuts it away for 4. 100 comes up for Surrey. 102 for 5. Boundary in this 55. Takes Laurie Evans now on to 52 for 5. But again, 11th boundary in this 55. Laurie Evans. He sort of seized on any opportunity again, really, so far. Very positive, Laurie Evans. He sort of seized on any opportunity, really, so far. Not many of them. Laurie Evans, that one was cut it away. Shorter from Holland backward point for 4. Laurie Evans cut it away. Through backward point for 4. Player to watch, Laurie Evans. It's all action. These are shouts from attractive player to watch, Laurie Evans. It's all action. Encouragement. Shouts from extra cover. Holland, bit of encouragement by Billy Taylor. To Evans, who's working this one Holland into the leg side. The chase is on. Taylor. Will the to Evans, who's ball retrieval man into the leg side. The chase is on. Over the rope and away for 4. Ball retrieval Evans again just sees coming to play. It's over the rope and away for 4. Tucks it away for 4 more. Laurie Evans again just seizes on the scoring opportunity. 59 now. Tucks it away for 4. Ticking along the 12th boundary. Laurie Evans ticking along this morning. Moves on to 106 now for 5. Sorry, ticking along this. Well, Laurie Evans ticking along this morning.
There isn't quite so much swing for the bowlers, not quite so much seam movement. Conditions a little bit easier. The bounce is such, quite so much swing for the bowlers, not quite so much seam movement to work away. The bounce is such, not quite in the right areas. You trust the bounce, and it's quite easy to work away if the ball's not quite in the right areas.
Harry got rid of a slip now because James Fuller's come out from third slip over the boundary rope. Harry Kane chased after that, but Allsop at first slip about beats him over the knees. This one the boundary again by Evans. The reaction is he's taken that off the stump. First slip. Hands on his knees, comes round to do the fielding. He'll get a single. He's taking that off the stump. Laurie Evans on to 16. Comes round to do the fielding. He'll get a single. 7. We'll take Laurie Evans on to 60. Ticking along this morning. Surrey today 107. Surrey 79 for 5. Now 107 along this morning. Started the day.
Period here.
Surrey 79 for 5.
He's on a bit of a roll.
107 for 5. Fuller.
He's in the groove. Little period here.
Yes.
Evans is on a bit of a roll.
Madonna. Fuller. He's in the groove. three slips because Fuller comes back in at 3rd. Madonna. Holland is in to Smith. Three down the leg side. Now this will annoy Hampshire. Holland is in to Smith. Down the leg side for down the leg side. Now this will annoy Hampshire. That's down the leg side for 4 byes. And away for 4 byes. Annoy Hampshire. I think because of the way that Laurie Evans has played this morning. Scrappy. That's happening. Away for 4 byes. 111 for the way that Laurie Evans has played at the end of the over. I think it was Madonna, wasn't it? So it's 111 for the groove. Sorry, at the end of the over. Evans this morning. I think it was Madonna, wasn't it? Sort of talked about getting into the groove. Maybe it was based around, yes. Well, I was saying, like maybe she predicted this innings from Laurie Evans all those years ago.
Maybe it was based around that.
Well, I was saying that maybe she predicted this innings from Laurie Evans all those years ago. It's entertaining. She is a big Laurie Evans fan. More entertaining than watching Madonna.
Well, I think we all are watching this at the moment. We're not falling off the stage.
Well, that was possibly more entertaining than watching Madonna.
Not sure how many times Laurie's done that. We're not falling off the stage.
Well, that was fun.
Not sure how many times Laurie's done that. Here's Brad Wheel again then. Right arm over. And that's off the back foot. That's a sweet shot off the back. Here's Brad Wheel again. That's Jamie Smith this time. And that's off the back. Was it Evans again? Sweet shot off the back of is that Jamie Smith this time like that? From what we've already was it Evans again? I should have. And Laurie Evans is the ball seemed to be glued to the middle of his bat.
That for me is
Laurie Evans is the ball seems to be glued to the middle of his bat.
That for me is the best shot he's played in the front that, as you were saying, most of his boundaries come off the front foot. That one.
Hampshire got to find an answer here from somewhere. I'm not sure they'll use James Fuller. He's been a little bit expensive already. Got to find an answer here from somewhere. I'm not sure they'll use James Fuller. He's been a little bit expensive already. Here's Wheel in this game, 2 overs for 17. Might have to bring on a spin by Northeast, I'm sure. Here's Wheel. He's got lots of ideas going through his head. Fielded by Northeast, I'm sure. At the moment, he's got lots of ideas going through his head, but I think he feels something. He's got to change something here. At the moment, it's too easy for Evans. Smith can just sit back and enjoy the ride, not under any pressure. Laurie Evans is doing at the moment, it's too easy for Evans. Smith can just sit back and enjoy the ride, not under any pressure. Laurie Evans is doing all the scoring. Evans is finding that easy. Yes, Hampshire have to find the game. He's trying to pull that away on the leg side. Shout for a catch down the leg side. Wheel again. Lewis McManus pull that away on the leg side. Shout for a catch down the leg side. Appeal of subsided. Lewis McManus threw the ball up very late. In fact, almost after the appeal of subsided, taking the ball. So I suppose he couldn't really throw the ball up too quickly. But mind you, he was on the floor initially taking the ball. So I suppose he couldn't really throw the ball up that too quickly. But hit the bat. I don't try something at the moment, though.
It's an interesting little passage to play this for Laurie Evans as well, because he'll be feeling $1 million.
Try something at the moment, though.
It's an interesting little passage to play this for Laurie Evans as well, because he'll be feeling $1 million at the moment. What he doesn't want to do.
Let's get out. He is facing Wheel once more, and Evans tries to dab that away in the offside plays and misses. See, he's getting just a bit carried away. Evans tries to dab that away in the offside plays and misses. Maybe on the back foot, in behind the line. See, he's getting just a bit carried away there, because before standing where he is, maybe on the back just trying to open the face of the bat from away from the body. What's he doing there? He's changing. Standing where he is, that's not just trying to open the face of the bat from away from the body. Yes, and he's changing, and maybe that's not what's got him run so individual. Maybe that over the years, that's probably been his downfall a little bit. And maybe. A lot of batsmen do that, don't they? They find over the years that things are going so well, they think they can go, actually, well, I'm doing this, but see, a lot of batsmen do that, don't they? They find it that things are going so well, they think the same way, actually, well, I'm doing this, but I'll try this now. And don't carry a side for Stewart, I'm sure, on the boundary, seeing him leave it outside off stump.
It's fascinating.
A better side for Alex Stewart, I'm sure, on the boundary, seeing him leave it outside off stump. You just think, what have you done? You've wasted
today, you need a little bit of luck that. He hasn't nicked that, and very next he's gone back. But today, you need a little bit of one little shot there. He hasn't nicked that, and very next he's gone back. So it may just be, because he's played one little shot there. He really has. Just gets him.
A couple of you on the tweets this morning come to that.
He really has.
In a moment as Wheel bowls and Evans just pushes that this morning. Come to that point. He was setting off as Wheel bowls and Evans just pushes that to Jamie Smith short, and that's the end of the over. Point. He was setting off. The tweets at Sun Sport is one way to get in touch with us. At back and across if you want to get in touch with Mark Church. You on the tweets at Sun Sport is one way to get in touch with us. At back and across. Sounds like scoring's a bit too easy this morning. Yesterday was all about wickets, and today is all about boundaries. Joe. So it sounds like scoring's a bit too easy this morning. Yes, Dave Owen was with us yesterday. Good morning, both. It started raining in sunny Southsea. It's not on its way. Dave Owen was with us yesterday. Sea, good morning both. It's South Sea as well. Sunny South Sea. Hope it's not on its way east.
You'll enjoy this. My
South Sea as well. Did you?
I lived in South Sea for a year when I was doing.
Did you? Did you actually train for this?
Well, not this. What, sitting under a tent with you?
I don't think Eddie. Did you actually train for this?
I don't think Eddie traded with. What, sitting under a tent with you?
It's about an 8-year course.
I don't think Eddie. I'll be honest with you, J-Bo. It's over the wicket to Jamie Smith.
It's about an 8-year course.
From Smith. It's short from Holland. He's over the wicket to Jamie Smith. Onto the back foot again from Smith. Bit short from Holland. Through the covers. Good Jamie Smith has just play this onto the back Surrey point of view. This one beautifully. Giving Sam North through the covers. Think about. Jamie play this from a Surrey point of view. Just giving Sam North East a bit to think about. And Jamie Smith moves on to 13. The other thing.
You can't. You can't go to lunch with Surrey scoring like this, and I'm sure and Sam North East will not go to lunch with Surrey scoring like this, and I'm sure we'll have a response. And Sam North East will. I mean, to be fair, I mean, you know, some good shots being played out there, but we know it's that sort of wicket. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's good for batting on it. You know, some good shots being played out there, but we know it's that sort of wicket. You know, it's good for batting on it. Always has been.
Delivery from Holland. This outfield as well, like lightning back up the pitch, and Smith is in behind a short length delivery from Holland. Absolute lightning. Pushes outfield straight back up the pitch, and
Surrey have scored
no run. It's absolute lightning this outfield. 119.
Surrey have scored 21, so 40 runs. Well, they scored a run a minute.
19, I think.
Which I have to say, I'm surprised. I think it feels 40 runs. But there's a high percentage of boundaries, isn't it, to go with the dot ball. Which I have to say, I'm surprised. I think it feels more than that. But there's a high percentage of boundaries, isn't it, to go with the dot ball.
Jamie Smith. Well, there's a high percentage of boundaries in this Surrey, and he left alone outside of this total of 119. Jamie Smith. Well, there's a high percentage of boundaries in this Surrey, entertaining stuff out of this total of 119.
It has.
With the wickets yesterday and runs been entertaining stuff. This is great stuff. It really has.
The thing is, it doesn't matter how good the wicket is, it doesn't matter how fast
runs today. This is great.
There's too many boundaries. The thing is, it doesn't matter how good the wicket is, it doesn't matter how fast an outfield is. Not for Surrey. There's too many boundaries being scored, and that's a problem.
Holland.
Not for Surrey.
Past umpire Billy Taylor, right arm over the wicket to Smith on a goodish length. Pushes away down to backward point. It's past umpire Billy Taylor, right arm over the wicket to Smith on a goodish length. Pushes away down to backward point for some tape to his back. So James Taylor is doing 12-man duties. He's wandering off to find the signalled up for some tape to his bat. So James Taylor is doing 12-man duties.
It's got a tweet here from Ben at Centre Sport. How many players are Hampshire missing for this game? Surrey have 12 unavailable. It's got a tweet here from Ben. I counted up at Centre Sport. How many players are Hampshire missing for this game? Surrey have 12 started the season on April the 1st. I counted up, actually, Hampshire missing 8. If you include everybody that would have started the season on April the 1st.
Did you count that?
April the 1st? April the 6th, or whatever it was.
12, in fact. I think if you count that, here by now, missing a couple more. Over the wicket comes Holland, and using his feet to touch here, and Jamie Smith to get out the crease and push that. Over the wicket comes Holland, extra cover. Using his feet to touch here, and
Surrey say officially they're still trying to get Amler over.
Out towards it. Yeah, they are. It's going to be tough work.
Surrey say officially they're still trying to get Amler over.
Yeah, they are. I suppose it'd be tough if they could out South Africa. Work something to get him here, even if it's just for 2020. I suppose if they even in 2020 work something to get him here, even if he can get hold of 2020, he's still even in 2020. Hashim Amler's still a hell of a player if he can get hold of him. Kame is off towards deep backward square here. Dropping a man deep out. Holland. Kame is off towards deep backward square here. Over the wicket to Jamie Smith with a shorter length delivery that Jamie Smith is just tucking off his hip. Over the wicket to Jamie Smith with a shorter length delivery that Jamie Smith is just tucking off his hip. So Surrey 119 for 5, leg side. 64 is included 13. Sorry, 119 for 5. Smith's 13 is included 2 boundaries. 64 is included 13 boundaries. I think it was Smith's 13 is included 2 boundaries. 21 and 5 from Stone. So we've had 5, 4 from Stone 7 yesterday in his 29. 5 from Stone. So we've had 5, 6, 2, so 88 out of 119 runs in boundaries. 22, so 88 out of 119 runs in boundaries. Laurie Evans' back tape. That's a portion of boundaries. We're just waiting for his favourite bats. Laurie Evans' back tape. James Taylor now genuinely looks like a surgeon because he's got some bat scissors as well. James Taylor now genuinely looks like a surgeon. Go Reef has got something. This must be a favourite bat of Laurie Evans. Running out with scissors, tape. He's been hitting boundaries. He's got something. This must be a favourite.
I was going to say, even if it started the day and it wasn't, I should think after the way he's been playing.
So maybe she's got a crack in it now.
I was going to say, even if it started the day and it wasn't, I should think after the way he's been playing. Looks like he was coming into the attack. Now, I'll tell you what, I watched him bowl yesterday. He's only a youngster as well. I mean, coming into the attack. Now, I'll tell you what, I watched him bowl playing in this competition up and down the country. He's only a youngster as well. I mean, how many he played one. How many youngsters are playing in this competition up and down the country that you wouldn't normally be seeing? Bowled the one over. He played one T20 game a couple of years ago against Gloucestershire. I have to say, watching him bowl yesterday, he's an all-rounder. I thought, this guy looks like he's put on half a yard. I have to say, watching him bowl yesterday, half a yard. I thought, looks like he hits the deck a little bit more than he did. Half a yard? I think he looks half a yard. Just on the few overs he bowled yesterday, like he hits the deck a little bit more than he did. 4 overs for 9. I think he looks, just on the few overs he bowled yesterday, he could develop into quite a decent all-rounder. 4 overs for 9.
Yeah, no, he bowled it.
This guy looks as though he could develop into quite a decent all-rounder.
Absolutely.
Probably somebody that bowls he hits the deck a little bit more than Ian Holland. But probably
absolutely
at the same pace. Probably somebody that bowls he hits the deck a little bit more than Ian Holland.
19.
But probably he is at the same pace. 21.
Yeah, and he's
first class debut. He is. It's me, isn't it? 20. Here he is, right arm over, bowled, and that's pulled away. First class debut. And it's me, isn't it? Stopped by here he is, right arm over, bowled, and that's pulled away, missed. And it's diving stop by McManus behind the stumps.
I'm last year when Harry Kane comes on and took wickets, I seem to remember, because he made his debut, didn't he, against Surrey last year at the Oval.
He got about 20 odd not out.
I seem to remember.
Did he?
Oh no, it was Organ, wasn't it?
He got about 20 odd not out.
Apologies. I seem to remember. Oh no, it was Organ, wasn't it? Organ who took the wickets last year.
Here's Scriven again, then runs away from us and bowls, and that's pushed out on the offside by Evans. Here's Scriven again, then runs away from us and bowls, and that's pushed out on the offside by Evans. Fielded by Organ.
5 for 25 last year. Funny, I've seen sort of games I forget games completely. Funny, I was saying to you, but that was a funny old game, isn't it? Hampshire 149, Surrey 162, Hampshire 436. But that was a funny old game, isn't it? Hampshire 149, Surrey 162, Hampshire 436.
Bit of bounce, incredible. Evans on the pad goes out on the onside. So
I'll leave you at the end of
bounce,
this
over. Raps.
Evans
on the pad goes out on the onside. Joe's just got a little message for you.
James is ready and waiting.
Says at Solent Sports. Sorry, Joe's just got a little message for you. One Surrey batsman has been dismissed this morning at Solent Sports. Sorry to let Churchy know that one Surrey batsman has been dismissed this morning. Burns has gone in the test match. He's having a tough time, isn't he?
He is. Against Pakistan, he is. I think anybody would against that Pakistan attack.
Come to that in a moment. Ian East was again there. And there's a drive, bottom hand off the bat as he goes straight out to Organ. In the covers, Ian East there, and there's a drive, bottom hand off the bat as it goes straight out to Organ in the covers. Ian East says at Solent Sports. Good partnership been their winter practice in the Garden Cricket Super League.
Yorkshire and the Nerdship.
Did the Warrior make must have been their winter practice in the Garden Cricket Super League?
Now commentating.
Did the Warrior make the Surrey team?
The Warrior characters I had here now commentating Garden Cricket. These are all those strange characters I had during the Garden Cricket, the Nudger, the Nerdler, the Maverick.
Scriven again then.
Was based on me.
Bowls, and that's another length ball which Evans punches up to
Scriven again then. This is the strangest thing to say about you.
That's another length ball which Evans punches up to mid off.
This is just as he's about to let the ball go into the crease, and his action isn't like it at all, but he has just as he's about to let the ball go into the shuffle when he went wider. Now the action's nothing like Malinga.
Not as low on.
No, but wider. Now the action's nothing like Malinga, obviously.
Right, not as low on.
No, but watch the little shuffle.
There's a lovely shot off the back foot from Evans. Punches that out to deep cover. Okay, and it looks like there's a lovely shot off the back foot. Is that the end of the over? From Evans. Punches that out to deep cover. No, something's coming on. Like he's pitched the strike. Is that the end of the over? Some sawdust. I think it is the end of the over. And the end of Mark Church for half an hour.
Yes,
thank you very much, Mr. Church. And the end of Mark Church for half an hour. More from. Thank you very much, Mr. Church. Shortly, I'm just trying to work out the score. More from it isn't easy. Church, I think that's 120 for 5. I'm just trying to work out the score now because it isn't easy. And I think that's 125. And Robbie James comes in alongside me. No relation. So I have to keep saying that. And Mark Church leaves. That in my sleep. Robbie James comes in alongside me. No relation. I have to keep saying that actually. But I'm saying that in my sleep. His debut appearance. I introduced Robbie James. I'll just say this season. But here he is making his debut appearance. He's been with us before. This season. How are you?
I'm good. I got my headphones in first time.
You did, good man.
It's a good start to the day.
You've been with us before. How are you?
I'm good. I got my headphones in first time.
I say that because
it's a good start to the day.
They've just tweeted a lot, don't you? Working for a community station down the road. And I say that because Play Up Pompey has just tweeted. Fantastic to know that Robbie James is living the dream by commentating on his beloved Hampshire cricket. Hope to hear Robbie on TMS in the near future. Living the dream by commentating
with you first, Kev.
Well, hope to hear Robbie on TMS in the near future. Here's
Living the dream with you first, Kev.
Well, warm up. And here's Holland then. Bowls to Evans, gets wrapped on the pad and he's gone. Well, that is a big wicket. He went for the Yorker there, was very full. And Evans gets wrapped on the pad and he's gone. On the leg side. Well, that is a big wicket. He went for the Yorker there, was very full. And Evans is trying to turn that away square on the leg side. Did they need that?
They did. Looked out as well.
Well, they picked up their first wicket of the morning. And my word, did they need that?
They did. Looked out as well. It was full. I've been impressed with how Hampshire have committed to back bowling really full this morning, and they've persisted with a full length a few times, pretty straight all morning. Back foot and front foot from Laurie Evans, both of them coming forward. Persisted with a full length. They're too good for Laurie Evans. He's played well, played really well this morning. Positive, which is difficult on a day like this. That one too good for Laurie Evans. He's played well, played really well this morning. You always feel like there's going to be a ball with your name on it, but a morning like this, played positively, quite hazy, and you always feel like there's going to be a ball with your name on it.
Just doubling checking his score, played positively. We cannot see the scoreboard here. I've got him down as 64. I'm just doubling checking his score because I am assuming 64 is his total. I've got him down as 64. If it's slightly wrong, I apologise. So I am assuming 64 is his total. It's a bit of an effort, isn't it, to sort out the Wi-Fi's not great here. The scoreboard we cannot see. So it's a bit of an effort, isn't it, to sort out the Wi-Fi's not great here. The scoreboard we cannot see.
I was trying to think in the ground, obviously, devastatingly no spectators. Who needs to see an instant score in the ground of everyone that's in here? Devastatingly no spectators. Who needs to see an instant score of everyone that's in here?
Had I come to sort of this ground the day before, which I couldn't have everybody for reasons. I have to say, had I come to sort of this ground the day before, which I couldn't actually.
The problem is, there's not really anywhere to move it to unless we're on a hill, and I don't fancy that.
Just move it, please.
The problem is, there's not really anywhere to move it to unless we're on a hill, and I don't fancy that.
Surrey, which I need to double check. I agree. So the new man for Surrey, which I need to double check.
It's going to be.
Perhaps I need to go on the. Where's Mr. Church when you need him? Mr. Church.
I think it's going to be.
Is Mr. Church around? Calling Mr. Church. Where's Mr. Church when you need him? Mr. Church. Holland anyway. 4 slips wait. Is Mr. Church around? And that's just pushed out. Calling Mr. Church on the. Here's Ian Holland anyway. 4 slips wait. Come in and that's just pushed out square. There's no scorecards. Scorecards they pass.
Go find out.
He'll find out. Health risk. Again, there's no scorecards. You can't have scorecards because Robbie James has just found out for us. Go on, Robbie. Health risk.
Obviously, it's Gus Atkinson.
Of course it is. Robbie James has just found out for us. Go on, Robbie.
That's because they're wearing jumpers. Obviously, it's Gus Atkinson.
Of course it is. Just another little I didn't recognise him. Problem
is, they're wearing jumpers.
2-year-old Chelsea man. The name. So that's just another little. Here's Holland. Comes in. We have 22-year-old Chelsea man. Back a little bit. Here's Holland. Made his first class debut in the game against Essex. Just came back in this competition. In fact, their last game. Made his first class debut in the game against Essex. Second first in this competition. In fact, their last game.
Not seen too much of him.
Essex, which they.
I was work cut out this morning. What have we got? An hour and 15 minutes or so to lunch. Wouldn't sorry be this morning. What have we got? An hour and lunch at 1:10 past 15 minutes or so to lunch. 1 wicket this morning. Wouldn't sorry be happy to.
Morning so far, haven't they? Yes, we're playing till 1:10 past 1 because we lost overs yesterday.
Losing 1 wicket this morning.
10 minutes each session. Atkinson's on the so far, haven't they? Yes, we're playing till 10 past 1 because we lost overs yesterday. So we're making up 10 minutes each session. Atkinson's on 10 past 1, and then we're playing from the crease really. Punches effectively an extra 10 minutes in the afternoon, but usually so 10 past 1, and then we probably won't even notice. Effectively an extra 10 minutes in the afternoon.
What have you made of the morning so far?
Team's been a good one for Surrey. I think Hampshire just leaked too many boundaries, don't you?
Well, I do, but I think Surrey have played good shots.
I think Hampshire have just leaked too many
done well to keep bowling full. I do, but I think Surrey have played good shots. Hit the pitch too hard. I think Hampshire have
they haven't bowled
done well to keep bowling full.
No stretch of imagination. So that's all the off stump. A little bit of extra bounce there, a bit of extra effort there. They haven't bowled rubbish from Ian Holland, but by no stretch of imagination. So that's all the off stump. A little bit of extra bounce there, a bit of extra effort there. It doesn't matter how good the pitch is, doesn't matter how fast the outfield, it doesn't matter how good shots you see. And Laurie Evans was in good nick. It doesn't matter how good the pitch is, doesn't matter how fast the outfield, it doesn't matter how good shots you see. And Laurie Evans was in good nick. I mean, if I was captain, but I think I just wouldn't want to see that many boundaries being scored. I mean, if I was captain, I just wouldn't want to see that many boundaries being scored. Made at the end quite quickly. It's outside the off stump and left alone. 65 actually, Laurie Evans made.
Are you going with more men out on the boundary?
Outside the off stump and I would. Well, I take it was 120 for 6. Well, you have to defend. You have to defend the boundary. That's for sure. Well, no, I would. I mean, as I say, I don't think the bowling was okay. You have to defend. Yeah, you have to defend the boundary. That's for sure. Jamie Smith just. I mean, as I say, I don't think the bowling was okay, but I just don't think it looked exceptionally. I mean, Jamie Smith just happy to sort of play conceding boundaries like that. It's fine, but I just don't think. I mean, maybe I might have tried to.